Ibogaine is a compound found in the root bark of an African shrub. It's been used in rituals for centuries by African tribes for spiritual initiation, rite of passage, and holistic healing. Today, it's used by psychedelic therapy clinics to treat addiction, PTSD, and TBI. Amid the opioid crisis of the early 2000s, medicinal Ibogaine clinics in places such as Mexico and Canada exploded in popularity because of the compound's ability to treat addiction. A study by PubMed found that 80% of Ibogaine users had eliminated or drastically reduced their withdrawal symptoms, 50% of patients experiencing significant reductions in opioid cravings. These clinics have recently become very popular among U.S. veterans suffering from PTSD and TBI. In 2024, Stanford studied a group of veterans who underwent Ibogaine therapy. The group had an 88% reduction in PTSD symptom severity and an 87% reduction in depression. Ibogaine is described as a 24 to 48 hour waking dream with profound introspective insights that allow for a significant reset of the brain and the body. Rarely described as enjoyable, it's an intense physical experience that can induce nausea, vomiting, and a loss of muscle coordination. Users report experiencing a cinematic life review in which they peel back the memories of their lives and confront deep trauma that is the root cause of behavioral patterns, which allows users to process and purge negative thoughts and traumas from their past. Following usage, patients report increases of mental clarity and reductions in cravings for addictive drugs, feeling as though they had a mental reset. By modulating multiple neurotransmitters simultaneously, Ibogaine allows a reset of dysfunctional brain circuits associated with addiction, PTSD, and TBI. After ingestion, Ibogaine is converted into noribogaine, which acts on multiple receptors to interrupt withdrawal symptoms and significantly reduce cravings. Ibogaine stimulates the release of GDNF protein, which supports nerve cell growth, improves cognitive functioning, and reduces neuroinflammation. Ibogaine's dreamlike properties allow patients to process trauma from a detached perspective, allowing them to overcome their PTSD and addictive habits. It doesn't come without risks though. It can lead to sudden fatal cardiac arrest. At least 33 deaths have been recorded in scientific literature. It's an intense experience that increases heart rate and can cause nausea and vomiting. Patients with heart conditions are likely to be ruled out for these treatments during pre-screening. Just like any psychedelic, Ibogaine can cause bad trips in which users have a negative, mentally scarring experience. Ibogaine can also induce psychosis or mania in unstable patients. Patients with a family history of mental conditions such as schizophrenia should not take Ibogaine and are usually ruled out for treatment. Currently, Ibogaine is an illegal Schedule I drug in the US. However, in April 2026, President Trump signed an executive order directing federal agencies to accelerate research. This also made a pathway for patients to try it under the Right to Try Act. Ibogaine shows a lot of promise to help people with PTSD, addiction, and TBI, but it still needs to overcome regulatory hurdles before it's legal and accessible in the US.